Good evening, everyone. Happy Monday. How's everybody's day going? How's everybody's week starting off? Hopefully everybody's having a great day. You're all having a great start to the week. Shout out to the folks in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. I got a couple of guys joining me today. You all familiar with them. You all know them. You all know love. You all love them in the chat. You've seen them around. I got my boy TC Steele's in the building. You guys are all familiar with him. He used to, do all the morning shows there at one point there with Hector at Uptown Sports. But he'll make his occasional appearances here and there. And we got my man Jason Custodio. If you guys are not subscribed to Jason Custodio's channel, make sure you all go subscribe. And I don't know if Jacob Petruzzi is still in the chat, but do me a favor there, Petruzzi. Drop the link in the chat for Custodio. So if anybody's not subscribed, go subscribe to his channel. Let me say what's up to the chat real quick, and we'll start talking some baseball. We'll start talking wild card, how we felt about the rest of the season. So let me say what up real quick. Katie, first person in the building. What is up? Petruzzi, what is up? Brooklyn's in the house. What's up, Susan? You guys don't know Susan, #1 Volpe hater of the chat. Nobody beats her, man. Like that is her. We got Beagle. We got Desiree. What is up? Jonathan's in the building. We got who else we got? Oh, TC doing multitasking over here. What up? We got TC in the chat. We got Jared in the chat. Custodio's in there. Theo's in there. What up? Cecilia. What's up, Cecilia? Who else we got? Who else? We got Jockey Boy. Cool. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the folks in the chat. Again, if you come in, just hit that like button. Let's get those likes up. But fellas, regular season is over. It's done. 162 games went by just like that. It felt like yesterday opening day was here, and we were all excited about opening day. But now the final game was yesterday. The Yankees have made it as a wild card. They finished at the top of the wild card race. They fought till the very end. I mean, it was a very high, a lot of highs and lows with this team, right? It was a roller coaster with this team. Mm-hmm. They started off really hot, and then June and July, 2 months of bad baseball. August, September came around. They started to play a lot better. So appreciate you, Petruzzi. That's the channel right there to Jason Custodio's link. So go check him out, please. But they turned it around August, September. They had to overcome all that adversity. They fought till the very end. But they just couldn't get the top of the someone's audio's choppy. Am I coming in choppy, guys?
It sounds like a little. I hear it choppy a little bit. It sounds like
Hold on.
air or something.
You're good. Oh yeah. It was
my fan. It was my fan. Yeah.
Yeah. Are we better now? Are we good?
It sounds good on my end. Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right.
Damn, TC. Now just playing.
Yeah.
Show's over.
Show's over. All right. See you later.
Just joke.
Nah, it's all good. But like I was saying, they finished at the top of the wild card. but they still got into the postseason. There was a lot of doubt about this team. Even before the season even started, this team, a lot of folks were saying that this was going to be a fourth place team. They were going to only win 78 games, 85 games. All right. Custodio's pointing at himself. I don't know, man. For me, I guess maybe I was, maybe I was too optimistic. I was confident in this team. I predicted, no joke, like I predicted 93 wins because of like the injuries and all that. Originally, it was 96 before the injuries, but it was I predicted 93, but they ended up with the same record as last year, 94-68. So, no Juan Soto, no Garrett Cole. They missed Luis Hill for most of the season. No Jake Cousins. Clark Schmidt came back at some point, but he's out. He was out again.
Stanton was out.
Surgery. Mm-hmm. Giancarlo Stanton was out. Even, Judge missed some time, right? Jazz missed some time.
DJ LeMahieu.
How could I forget? Thank you. DJ LeMahieu, Marcus Stroman. And the big one that I'm missing, Oswaldo Cabrera, another one. Right? All these guys, man, were hurt or didn't play at all this season. But somehow, some way, this team still ended up with the same record as last year. And to me, I think that's a success in my opinion. I mean, it's that they didn't finish at the top of the wild card, but there was so much doubt about this team. But I think this team, honestly, like there was a lot of doubt, but I think they've proved a lot of people wrong, and I'll take it. You know what I mean? But I wanted to get your guys' thoughts and overall, just give me a grade too. Just give me your guys' thoughts on the season, and then give a final grade, and then we'll kind of carry the conversation from there. TC, let me start with you, man.
Yeah, well, when we did our show back in what was it, about All-Star break, yeah, my grade wasn't too high on this team.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be honest, the rough spot at third, the pitching, I mean, everything was like the offense just fell apart. And then the second half, late second half, I mean, we got Stanton back, and the bullpen had their ups and downs, but I think the last month of baseball has really turned my grade because they've been playing playoff baseball. Every game, it seems like the game is on the line. The season's on the line. I mean, they were trying. Nobody thought that they would have a shot at the division, and all of a sudden, in 1 week, they gained 5 games, and they were right there. So, the last week of baseball, they had to win every game, and they did. They finished with eight game winning streak.
It was about
It was eight game winning streak.
Yeah, 8 game winning streak.
So I mean, they impressed me. The bullpen turned it around. The starting pitching was fantastic. Offense was clutch. They were still relying on the home run, but a lot of clutch hitting. I mean, it's not just Judge. It's Grisham. It's Bellinger. It's Jazz. It's Rice. It's Stanton. I mean, it's everybody. So. My grade overall, if they won the division, I would have given them an A, but I'm going to say B+ because there was one game short, and there was so many games that we blew with, Devin Williams here or Volpe, or, we could blame a lot of people. Boone's making some bonehead calls, but I'll give them a B+ ending the season the way they did. And, it was a roller coaster, but we're here, and, 3 games, best of 3. We gotta move on. So, B+.
B+. Okay. No, appreciate it, man. Yeah, like I said, grades are totally opinion. So if that's the way you feel, that's the way you feel. By all means, bro. So, I appreciate it. If you gave anything less than a B, I would have been very surprised. But hey, man, all good with me. Jason Custodio, my man. The floor is yours.
I mean, look, I can't not forget that bad stretch that we went through,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm constantly reminded when you look at the standings, you're like, wait a minute, we have the best record in the American League. We're tied for the best record in the American League, and we're playing a wild card game, 1 win away. So I can't, they finished off strong, but the last 13 games were versus some teams that had nothing really to play for. We're talking about the Orioles and the White Sox. They did what they were supposed to. They did what they, quite frankly, been doing the whole season. They've been beating bad teams. But I would say that little 12-game gauntlet in the beginning of September really changed my mind on something. We showed that we can beat some of these teams. But there was, like TC says, some things, that the mistakes that we made throughout the season, it poked its ugly head, it's here and there. But so with that being said, I'm gonna give them a B. It's hard to give them an A+ when you're the wild card team and you couldn't get it done. I feel like the reason why it was so close is because it wasn't more that it was more that the Blue Jays kind of just fell off there at the end, the same way the Tigers did. It was kind of their own doing, and rather than us actually like taking the division and doing stuff like that. But yeah, so B, I'll give them a B.
All right, fair enough. And the Desiree's letting us know she's eating raw steak, so you're welcome there, Custodio.
Wow.
That's disgusting. I threw up in my mouth a little bit when she said that.
Wow.
I needed a laugh. I'm sorry. David Contreras, what up, man? What's going on? But look, man, could they have been better? I think, yeah, they could have finished with a much better record. That bad stretch of baseball, man, in June and July, that was a freaking nightmare. Yeah. Was I worried about it? Was I worried about that about the team? Yeah, I was worried, but at the same time, I said something's got to give. I said this just can't last forever. I mean, this team is much better than what they're showing on the field. They got the personnel to do it. They got the talent to do it. I'm proud of these guys. I'm proud of what they did. And, I understand that they beat up on some of these bad teams like you were mentioning, Custodio. I get that. But you know what? That September, that 12-game stretch where they went 7-5, that gave me hope. Honestly, that gave me a lot of hope because to beat the Astros 2 out of 3 at their stadium was, that was encouraging. For them to beat the Red Sox 2 out of 3 at Fenway, that was really encouraging because there was a fear of that because Astros, dominated the Yankees right earlier in the season and the series. Boston beat up on the Yankees right this season. It's just it is what it is. They beat them up, and the with the Blue Jays, they beat the Blue Jays 2 out of 3. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. It's a big deal that they went 7-5 in that stretch. I mean, the only one that sucked was the Tigers one. God only knows what happened in that series, but yeah, that was the only series that they lost. All the other games during that gauntlet, they won. I mean, for me, honestly, you know what? I know you guys gave it B's, and you guys might come after me for this one. I'm not going to give them an A+. I only would have given them an A+ if they finished at the top of the division. I'm going to give them an A. You know why? Because this team overcame a lot of adversity. They were at one point they were down 7 games. They were holding on to the final wild card spot. They were on the verge of falling, getting away from the wild card spot, falling below the wild card spot. They were about to play 4th or 5th place, and they were going to have to really fight back. But they kept fighting back. They kept finding ways. And, yeah, and the thing about baseball, and it's like I think Custodio was the one who brought it up, like the Blue Jays and the Red Sox, they kind of went through a bad stretch. Goes to show, man, it's like every team goes through a bad stretch. It's just for whatever reason, God only knows why. I don't have the answer. I don't know if you guys have the answer. It happens to the Yankees every single year. Right at the same time, I don't know what it is. Is it players are they've reached a level of fatigue? Is it the schedule? Is it not having enough? Like, I don't know what it is. I have no idea. Right. I'm not with those guys. I'm not in the room with those guys, but maybe you guys can elaborate. But it hits the Yankees different. But as far as the other teams go, they went through a bad stretch too. You saw the Tigers, for God's sakes. They had a 15-game lead in the AL Central. How do you blow that, man? How do you blow that? And we just saw the Mets. $340 million payroll Mets, right?
They're hurting.
I
Those
mean,
fans are hurting.
Yeah, well, you know what? I got a lot. There's a lot I could say about it, but
They got Soto though. They were celebrating Soto.
Yeah. No, they got Soto. They'll be fine. They got Juan Soto.
Yeah, they can go party with them in Puerto Rico, wherever they want to go,
or Dominican Republic, Miami Beach.
Dominican.
They want to go. Yeah, it's all good.
Go to Miami.
Yeah. So yeah, my overall grade, honestly, I'm gonna give them an A, because for them to overcome what they did, to me that says that this team does have the fight, they have the grit, and they can pull through. So that's my grade. It would have been an A+ had they won the division. So that's my grade. And real quick, I just want to give a shout out to SGA Sports Talk channel for the $1.99 super chat. Cover your ears, guys. $1.99. I really love your content, and let's go Yankees, F Boston. Appreciate that. Yeah. Cool, man. But that's how I feel about the Yankees as far as this season. So but here we are now, right? They're gonna play in a wild card starting tomorrow. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts? How are you guys feeling? It's against our division rival, Boston Red Sox. Big history there. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but the last few times the Yankees have faced them, it hasn't really worked out in the Yankees' favor, in especially in the postseason.
Yeah.
What do you guys think this time around? Now, let's start with game one, right? It's going to be Max Fried versus Garrett Crochet. Crochet's tough. I mean, he's pitched very tough against the Yankees this season. 3-0 record with an ERA of 3.29, 39 strikeouts, and the 4 appearances that he made.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you guys think? But let me start with Jason this time.
I'm hearing my echo for some reason. I think he's gonna be tough, right? There's no doubt about it. He's gonna be tough, but you got to think like this, right? A few times we faced him this year, we were able to score runs on him. I don't think we're gonna jump out and score 8-9 runs, right? So that's why we need to do some real run prevention, and just if we could get 2-3 runs, I think we have a good chance with Max Fried out there. I would say this, right? They make a ton of errors, Boston, right? They kick the ball around the field a lot. So if we could, and it's gonna be tough because you're facing Crochet's the top strikeout pitcher, right? He has the most strikeouts in the league, I think. So it's gonna be tough. So you got to find a way to put the ball in play versus a guy whose whiff rate is just incredible, right? He's gonna be striking a lot of people out. So I think that's the biggest key, right? Is getting through him. I think that game one is so crucial. If we could get a win there, I like our chances. The last time we faced him, Almer Rosario came through with a big 2-run home run. Aaron Judge took him deep twice. So, hey, it's not like, and another thing, right? He's never pitched in the playoffs, so who knows? Some people, they just can't do it. Some people, they can't take the pressure of the postseason, especially at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees versus the Boston Red Sox, 130-year rivalry or whatever it is. Like, that could really get to somebody mentally. We've seen it before. So I like our chances, right? I don't think he's unhittable at all. I think we can hit him. The same thing with Aroldis Chapman. We got to him too. So I like our offense right now. I think we can do some damage.
Yeah, and shout out to Brad. What's up, Brad? But yeah, those are good. Those are good takes, man. I'm in agreement with you on all of that. So for sure. Definitely still nervous, but I think the Yankees could do it. They just got to be smart about it at the plate. So especially against Crochet, that dude's, he had a hell of a season. There's no denying that he had a hell of a season. So, but we'll see what goes down tomorrow night. TC, what about you, man?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, Crochet, he's top 5 pitcher in the league, and we've had some tough times against him. But I'll tell you what, Jason makes a good point. The last time we faced him, we got some runs. We scored some runs. The other thing that I want to bring up, against another good pitcher, against the Orioles, Trevor Rogers. That showed me something too, because they got to him and they couldn't hit him the previous game they faced him. So I think the bats are hot right now, especially Stanton and Judge. They're red hot, and hopefully Boone puts in Caballero and Rosario and doesn't put in Volpe and try to go with different. He needs to put in the guys that hit left-handed pitchers, and he needs to make the right decisions. This series is 3 games. It's done. I mean, he's got to make the right decisions. He can't miss anything. I mean, you lose game 1 and your back's against the wall. It's going to be a tough task against Crochet, but I think we can do it. I mean, don't forget, we got Max Fried.
Mm-hmm.
Max Fried's on our side. So I have all the confidence in him. He's playoff tested. He's our ace. Boston's going to have a tough time against him. Defensively, we can't make mistakes. And that's the thing about Volpe being in there. I don't trust him. Fried throws a lot of, grounders. So defense might be the end of our season if we don't, get it together. So offensively, I think we can scratch 3-4 runs. I think that might do it. Max Fried can keep the runs down, keep them off the bases, because they do like to run over there. So, I still like our chances at home. I do like that we're at home, and all 3 games are at home, correct? This whole series? Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's in our favor. But we got to find a way to hit Garrett Crochet, and hopefully, the end of the season carries into this postseason, and they don't have a letdown. I know Judge always has this postseason letdown. I don't think so this year. I think he's out to prove that he's the guy. He's the man at this team, and he wants a ring more than anybody. I know people want it for Stanton and the rest of them, but Judge wants one, I think, worse than anyone. So he's got to be the captain. He's got to show up, and I think he will. And I think we're going to pull off game 1. I think we win the first 2. I don't even think we go 3. We win game 1, it's over in 2. So
I like it.
I mean, I hope that's the case.
Yep.
Yeah. So, for me, look, I think the Yankees, could hit and score runs off of Garrett Crochet. I mean, you guys were talking about, having some success against him. So check this out. When the Yankees first faced him this season on June 7th,
Mm-hmm.
the Yankees he struck out 9 in that game. All right. So struck out 9, 6 innings. But in that game, he gave up 5 runs on 6 hits. So I think that was a game. I think the Yankees still lost that game.
Yeah, that's the game that Narvaez hit that big 3-run home run.
Yes. And it was, and that was off of was that off of Rodon, or that was off of
I think it was Rodon.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. But
no, it's all good. But no, my point is that they were able to score 5 runs off of him in that first game. So the Yankees could do it. They got the guys to do it. As I'm looking at these other games that he pitched against the Yankees, now there was that one game that he almost had a complete game, but then Judge hit a solo home run, but he struck out 7 in the 3rd. Yeah, in the 9th inning, and then Cora came and took him out. Unfortunately, again that week sucked. We all know what happened that week. That weekend. I'm not going to even get into all of that. But then the last 2 starts, he only gave up 1 run at Yankee Stadium. And then the last start that he had against the Yankees, I mean, they scored 3 on him. That was a game that the Yankees lost 6-4. That's when the Red Sox scored 6 runs in the first inning. But then after that, the bats weren't really alive. But the Yankees were able to. They were trying to rally back. So, yeah, they could. They could hit Garrett Crochet. It's going to be tough. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I don't think to be honest with you, tomorrow's game, like I wouldn't even be surprised if it ends up being a low scoring game because of Max Fried and Garrett Crochet. But, honestly, the Yankees could do it. It's going to be tough. But, let me ask this question real quick. If let's say Garrett Crochet, if they were able to get him out in 6 innings, right? And the Yankees are down by 1 or 2 runs, do you like the Yankees' chances of winning the game? Whoever wants to go first.
I do. I get it. They got some decent arms in there, and that dude, remember Greg Weiser when he was with us? But I'll tell you one thing about that guy. Even though he's pitched well for them, that guy will choke under pressure. He will choke under pressure. So I think that's the key to Garrett Crochet. He's gonna get his 9 strikeouts. They just gotta work counts, put the ball in play, and make him throw a ton of pitches, right? And get him out of there as soon as we can. But even with that, though, I think we're going to score runs, and I like our chances with Fried. Even though the last time Fried faced them, he gave up a couple earned runs, gave up 9 hits versus them. But he did have that one shutout in August. I can't remember exactly what day it was, but he had pitched a shutout versus them. It was a 1-zip game that we lost, right? He didn't pitch a shutout. We lost that game, but he didn't give up the run. It was somebody else gave up the run, but he gave up no runs to like 7 innings or something like that. So, yeah, I like our chances, man. I like our chances with them. I don't care who they throwing up there. I think this offense can hit anybody. That's my
I think the game that you were talking about, I think that was on August 22nd. I got it right here. Yeah, that was a game that the Yankees lost 7-0, but he went 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, walked 3 batters, struck out.
We lost 1-0 that game.
Yeah,
I remember.
They lost 1-0, and to me that was encouraging. That was encouraging to see from Max Fried, because there was a point in time where he was struggling in his starts, where he wasn't able to. The guy was only going like 4 2/3 or 5 innings. And it was just it was taxing the bullpen. I know those blisters weren't really helping his cause either, but I think ever since that start against Boston, even though they lost that game 1-0, to me, I think that was the turning point for him, because that really he started to look a lot better in his starts. Would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then TC.
Yeah, for them if we get Crochet out in 6, yeah, I think we could. I think we have a great chance against their bullpen. They don't really scare me. I mean, Chapman has its moments. I mean, he gets wild. I know he's been great this year, but Yankee Stadium playoffs against former team. I mean, I hope it doesn't come down to we're down with Chapman on the mound. I want to be leading. I don't want to be chasing that, but 6th, 7th, 8th inning, we can come back. I like our chances. I like our bench. I like we have some options now, with Caballero and Rosario. I don't know if they're going to keep Slater. I don't know if he makes the team, but I like some of the guys. McMahon improved the defense. I mean, the guys they picked up at the deadline, they've all helped out. I mean, the bullpen, even Duvall, and Bednar, they've had their share of great moments down the stretch, but I wouldn't want to be behind. That's not what I want. But if they are behind late in the game, I do. We have firepower. We have anybody on our team, 2-run home run. We get a guy on, boom. We get it. We gotta find a way to get ahead and to be ahead. The being behind in this game, when it means so much, a 3-game series, is going to put a lot of pressure on this team. And I don't like when they feel that pressure. I've seen it all year. I've seen when they've been down and they kind of just, I don't know if we can come back. I mean, I've seen it. That worries me. If they're down 2-3-0, 2nd inning, 3rd inning, that early, I'm going to be a little nervous. So they got to jump on him early. It's going to be tough, but
what worries me? You know
Mhm.
what worries me? I feel like that if in that scenario, right? Let's say hypothetically, knock on wood too, right? Knock on wood first. If we're down 3 runs, right, in the sixth, seventh inning, I think because I've seen Boone at times kind of sacrifice a game and just say like are you gonna throw your best arms out there? Let's say we're down 2-1, right, in the seventh inning, or are you gonna throw out Mark Leiter Jr. and save Bednar and your guys for the next day? You understand what I'm saying?
Can't do
Like
that.
you can't do that in a wild card. So it's gonna be interesting to see. Susan made a good point too. She said like it depends who's in the lineup because I'm very curious to see what lineup they throw out there tomorrow. I am very, especially at third base. Like, what's gonna happen? Is Brian McMahon playing third base tomorrow?
You can't. I mean,
I love his glove
offensively, you can't.
Yeah, but his glove has been phenomenal, though. There's no denying that. But the bat's been the problem. But
Exactly.
but his defense has saved the Yankees' butts a lot in the second half. There's no denying that. But yeah, the bat is a problem. The only thing I'll give Ryan McMahon credit on, as far as his bat goes, is that he does strike out a lot. Yes, he does ground out a lot. Yes, but he does make the opposing pitcher throw a lot of pitches, though. That I got to give it up to him. It never results into something positive a lot of times, but I'll give him that. If only if his at bats result, with him having the opposing pitcher throw a lot of pitches resulted into something more positive, I'd be happier. But yeah, his offense, yeah, not great, but his glove has been great. But I don't know. But that's the question. At this stage, what's going to be more important, the defense or the offense?
So here, my thing is right. So with Fried on the mound, you're gonna get a ton of ground balls to the left side.
Uh-huh.
So I want McMahon's defense, but when you look at the numbers of Ahmed Rosario versus Crochet, he hits the guy. He's the one guy in this lineup that has good numbers versus him. We saw it last time. He hit a big 2-run home run and then got another hit off of Garrett Crochet the last time we faced him. So my thing is just, so what do you do? I've heard people say, well, put Ahmed Rosario at second base, and it's like, okay, but then you lose Jazz and you lose defense there. So that's what I'm saying. I'm curious to see what they do. Me personally, I don't know, man. I feel like I think I'll start with Ahmed Rosario, at least get him 2 at bats in there, and then probably switch him out with McMahon. But you need his bat in there, maybe coming off the bench, but I don't know.
I know that's why I asked the question. It's a tough question, right? We don't what's the bet? What do you value more? Is it the bat or the defense? Because defense is going to be really important, as we know. It's especially when it comes to postseason, becomes really important. But having those quality at bats, that's also going to be really important as well. I mean, so that's why I'm asking this question. But it's tough, right? It's tough to say which what would you rather have. But
and the other thing too, right? Because we're facing the toughest lefty, right? We already Grisham is going to be out there. Bellinger's going to be out there. Austin Wells, Boone already said Austin Wells is the starting catcher tomorrow.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, are we going to go all lefty? So that means Ben Rice is probably coming off the bench because we can't just throw 7 lefties out there versus Garrett Crochet. That'd be insane.
I think it's going to be a very righty heavy lineup though.
But if you do that, then where does McMahon fit in there? You see where I'm going? Like
I can't start.
Yeah.
So personally, dude, I think they're gonna, and I'll get TC's thoughts on this. I'm realistic. I mean, if I had to predict, right, I'm just predicting here. I'm not saying I'm right. I'll be honest with you. I think they're gonna start Rosario. He's either gonna play at third base or second. But I think he's gonna play third because I think they want Jazz's bat in there. You got to have Jazz's bat in there. So I think they're gonna start him at third base, and they're gonna have Volpe at shortstop. I said it.
Oof. Yeah, he's no, but Volpe has good numbers versus Crochet too.
Yeah.
What's his name? Caballero doesn't have. He's faced him 8 times and has like 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, Caballero's numbers are not the greatest against Crochet. Volpe is actually, look, I know Volpe gets a lot of criticism. I have criticized him as well. So, we all know, Susan, right? But no, what I'm getting at though, Volpe, what gives me a little bit of hope for him is that last playoffs last year, he was actually really good. I mean, the guy batted 280. He had a 286 batting average. I mean, that was really good. And I was hoping that would carry over into the regular season. Unfortunately, it didn't. But although Volpe was starting to look better towards the end of the season, but I think that's maybe because he got that shot, that cortisone shot, that might have helped him. But I think it also lit a fire under him with Caballero being there now. Because Caballero, I think, lit a fire under him. And, I don't want to jump too far ahead, but I think there needs to be a competition in spring training between those two guys.
Yeah.
What do you just saying? I think there needs to be a competition, but Boone will start Volpe. Ultimately, at the end of the day, he will.
Yeah.
And
right.
Shout out to my man Max. What up, Max?
What up, Max?
I think so. Like, yeah, I don't think they're gonna go too lefty heavy. One of these lefties got to sit, and
It's
I think
probably gonna be McMahon. Honestly.
It's got to be McMahon because if they're gonna sit Ben Rice, you can't have Ben Rice and Jazz Chisholm out of the lineup. Like that can't happen. That'd be insane.
No.
So I don't know, and I'm not saying maybe I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that they're not even sure what they're gonna do yet. They're probably really discussing it, like they probably put in the computer simulations, 1,000 scenarios. What's the best case? But I think that the outfield is gonna stay. What is gonna be Judge, Grisham in center, and Bellinger at left. It has to be like that, And then another thing I asked you guys: who's the odd man out? Right? Not everybody can make this roster. Who's gonna be on this roster? Who's not? That's another thing. Like I'm very curious to see, especially Austin Slater. Like where does he fit in? Or maybe they go with less pitchers and more position players.
They might maybe for this particular series, since it's a 3-game set, I could see them going with more bats. But then if the Yankees make it to the ALDS and beyond, I could see them going more pitching, because pitching is going to be really important as you get to the later stages. That's what I'm thinking. But real quick though, let me get TC's thoughts though. As far as what's going to be more important, right? Because we were talking about McMahon, Rosario has the bat against against Crochet, but then the defense is also really important too, and McMahon's glove is so valuable there at third base. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, well, looking at the lineup, if they're going to go with Grisham and Bellinger and Wells, there's 3 lefties right there, and Jazz, that's 4. You can't have McMahon and have 5 lefties and only 4 righties against Crochet. It's just not going to work. This is you got to consider this game is it. This is the season is on the line, because your next game is it, and you don't want to be back against the wall. You just don't want to be in that position. You got to treat this game as if it's game 7. And I get it. McMahon has a good glove. You can't start him at third. Rosario's got to play third. And honestly, I don't know why they would put Volpe at short starting this game. I know they're going to do it. I know Boone's going to do it, but you can't do it. If you're going to have Rosario at short or third, then you got to have a little bit better defense at short then. There, you want to have Rosario and Volpe together. I don't know if that's a recipe for disaster. So there's a lot of question marks going into this, but you can't have 5 lefties starting against Crochet. I mean, the numbers just don't add up. I mean, Bellinger, I don't know what his numbers are. Grisham, I don't think he has good numbers against him. Wells probably has a 100 average against Crochet. I mean, he's got to be low. Jazz, I don't think he has good numbers. So it's tough. It's going to be a really tough. I wouldn't want to be in that position to make these decisions. So
McMahon's 1 for 3 against them. So.
Yeah, somebody put he was 330. Yeah, I 1 for. I mean, that's not a big sample size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So you
it's
asked
tough.
about Cody Bellinger real quick. So this is according to StatMuse. So it says he's 5 for 14 with a homer and 2 RBIs and 14 plate appearances against Garrett Crochet in his career. And
Okay.
Bellinger does hit lefties really well.
Yeah, he
Mhm.
does.
I don't know what that which is
Yeah.
a rarity, right, amongst lefty bats.
No, Bellinger's starting no matter what. He's
Oh,
he's
yeah, he
playing.
has to
That
start.
is yeah.
100%.
Like that is
You
not
need
even in
Bellinger. You
question.
need Grisham.
Yeah.
Wells, I could do without, but you need Jazz too. Defensively, he's got
Yeah.
so there's 3 for sure. You don't have a right-handed catcher, so you have to start either Wells or Rice. So
Yeah.
either one. So that's 4 lefties. I mean, you can't have the 5th lefty. I mean, that just doesn't an unbalanced lineup against a guy that kills you. That's why we went out and got these right-handed hitters, is to beat left-handed pitching. And if you're going to line up all lefties against them, then you're throwing in the towel. And that doesn't. It's not good.
Again, I don't think it's going to be very heavy lefty though. I mean, I'd be very surprised if it was. And I think look, I like Ben Rice, and I'd rather have him start at catcher. But I think Max. It could be that Max Fried prefers Austin Wells because maybe the chemistry just works a lot better because pitcher catcher chemistry that is important. And Wells. I'm not saying he's like a great catcher or whatever, but I mean he does call a good game. I mean defensively, I mean would you say that he's better than Ben Rice defensively?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
okay.
I would say yeah.
So again, it's that defensive game that we keep talking about, and Goldschmidt is going to start that's a definite. He's probably going to lead off. So I mean. If you're looking at the lineup, because Goldschmidt is probably going to lead off. He hits lefties really well, typically, right? Behind him is going to be Aaron Judge. Then you'll probably have Bellinger right after him, right at number 3. Then number 4, who's your number 4? Would that be Stanton? Then probably and then Ahmed Rosario at number 5.
I wouldn't go back to back.
I think they might go like Jazz, maybe a lefty, or Grisham.
I would put Grisham in there.
Yeah, I forgot about Grisham. So would you go Grisham at probably go Jazz at 5, Grisham at 6 at that point?
I don't like the back-to-back lefties. No.
Okay.
I would split them up with Rosario, maybe.
So then
maybe
Jazz,
7.
Rosario, Grisham.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't be surprised.
I honestly think it'd probably be different. I think they'll put Grisham lower and put Jazz higher.
Man, they might lead off Ahmed Rosario.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea.
6'9". He's 6'9" versus he obviously sees the ball well off of Garrett Crochet. I get it. He's 6'9" with I think a walk. So 10 plate appearances, he's reached base 7 times with a 2-run home run there. So it's not the greatest sample size, but he's obviously seen the ball out of his hand pretty good. So I don't know how
he has to start.
He has to play. Yeah, he has to play.
Yeah. So I mean, no, Custodio brings up a good point though. You might maybe as a surprise, you might see Rosario lead off. I mean,
I would.
Yeah.
I don't like Goldschmidt leading off. I don't. I've never been a fan of that.
No,
he runs funny. Man,
no, I don't like Goldschmidt leading off.
But check this out. This is from Pixelmon. This is his lineup, but he says Goldschmidt, Rice, Judge, Belly, Stanton, Grisham, Rosario, Jazz, Volpe. I would bat. I mean, first off, Rosario needs to bat higher.
Rice won't be in there, so
Rice is probably not going to be in there. Goldschmidt. I mean, if he is going to lead off, yeah, that's fine. Rice is not going to be in the lineup, so Judge would probably hit second, and then you'd have Belly behind him.
Yeah, that's what it's going to be. It's going to be Goldschmidt, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton. That's the first 4. The 5th through 9.
I put Rosario lead off. I think Boone needs to really consider that because look, he obviously hits the best off of this guy, and so he's not going to play the whole game. He's only going to play a few at bats, right? So let's. A couple in there, however long Crochet's in there, that's how long Ahmed Rosario is gonna play. So why not put him first and let me get the most at bats that they can get?
I agree.
out of him, off of Garrett Crochet. And the minute they need defense, he's coming right out. The minute Garrett Crochet's out the game, so is Amir Rosario. They might as well leave together, right? When they call in the pitcher, they might as well walk out together because that's what's gonna happen. I would think.
I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't be opposed to that whatsoever. Like I really wouldn't be. And I mean, Acevedo, look, check this out. He says Rosario, Grisham, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Jazz, Goldschmidt, Wells, Caballero. I mean, we know Caballero's not going to be in the lineup, though.
Yeah, we know that.
Yeah, we already know that. Volpe's going to be in the lineup, but I mean, he's just given his ideal lineup, which what do you guys think? I mean, if this was, would you guys be cool with this?
I like it, but I think Judge will probably bat second. But other than that, I think I like that lineup.
Okay.
Wells and Volpe at the end.
Yeah, Wells and Volpe. I mean, those guys should be 8 or 9 batters. Yeah. But look, I wish we could see Caballero play, but to Jason's point, he doesn't hit Crochet very well. But it's good to have him, in a way, it's good to have him on the bench in case you need a base runner, right? He could fill in, or if he needs to come in as a pinch hitter, he could fill in. I'd rather him come in as the pinch runner over Volpe. I'm going to be honest. Like I'd rather have that. So I mean, you need to have some sort of strategy during the game, and I think he'd be a solid piece off the bench. So. Because he's got the speed. I mean, he had 49 stolen bases, but no, it's gonna be interesting what this lineup is gonna look like. But I think at the end of the day, I think Rosario is gonna be in there. I 100% think he's gonna be in the lineup.
He has to be.
He's gonna bat.
Why did you get him? You got him for this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got him for this very moment. So
yeah.
But you know what I think though? Or I could also see them saying, you know what, we want to save him for a big pinch hit.
for Chapman in the 9th, I don't want to wait that long.
I don't know. Like I think he's got to play. He's got to play, and then it's just a temporary thing too. It's just to get him some at bats versus a guy that he obviously hits better than anybody, right, on the team. Not even Judge hits him like this, so. I think you got to put him out there.
Yeah.
Not
going to hurt McMahon's feelings. I mean, he came over in a trade as well. So there's no loyalty to McMahon. I mean, we got to win this game. There's no, nobody's set in stone. It has to play every day. So we got to put the best guys out there to win.
Yeah.
No, I think if really he started as far as the last start against Crochet. I mean, he was. Rosario was in there, right? He was in the lineup. So, I mean, it was a very righty heavy lineup. It was. So I think you're going to see. Honestly, I'm thinking 6 righty bats and three lefty bats in there. I think your 3 lefty bats.
So you're saying Jazz won't play then?
I'm saying Jazz. Wells and
because you already got Grisham, Bellinger, and Wells.
So probably then let's make that 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be 4. Yeah,
4. So five righties, 4 lefties. That's more. That's probably gonna be more like it.
Yeah,
because I think you need to have Jazz's bat in there.
Yeah, you can't. You can't take Jazz out.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't take Jazz out. That's just wrong. I think McMahon's going to have to get the shaft in this one. Unfortunately, I mean, I want his glove there, man, but just his bat stinks. I wish his bat was better. Mm-hmm. But you got to go with Rosario here. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to get runs against Crochet. You got to get some runs.
Pixelmon just put in Slater in left over Grisham.
No.
I don't know if you do that. I don't know if you do that.
Yeah, Brad is saying Jazz or Grisham won't start. I mean,
wow.
I like Grisham's glove in center field is so valuable.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
Slater in left and Bellinger in center. Is that what we're saying?
that dude Slater has not done anything
No,
offensively at all. I think you leave the outfield alone. You stick with Bellinger, Trent Grisham at center,
Yeah.
Aaron Judge right field. Don't play with that at all.
Yeah, that outfield's been solid. I mean, you got it. Yeah, like you said, you got to keep all three of those guys out there.
I think Slater will probably be used maybe if they need a big pinch hit at bat or something, you know, versus
He
a
might
tough
not even
lefty.
be on the roster.
That's what I was gonna say. Like the
he might not even be on the roster. Yeah, but I think they're gonna go short pitchers. I don't think they're gonna carry 13 pitchers. So if they don't carry 13, then it leaves room for him.
I think they're gonna leave Luis Hill off because he just pitched.
Yeah, he can't. It would be. So he's definitely Luis Hill's definitely not gonna be.
Yeah,
on the roster. I would
maybe Warren will be on there. I don't know.
That's a good question. Let's kind of talk about that a little bit. I know the roster hasn't been out yet, and Brad is saying Boone's already hinted that Jazz probably won't start. So does that mean? I don't know if I agree with that decision. So if that's the case,
so then what do you got? Caballero at second and Rosario at third?
If Jazz doesn't start, Ben Rice needs to be in that line. You can't sit Ben Rice and Jazz Chisholm. That is combined. That's like 60 home runs, right, or something like that. That's a huge chunk of offense that you're not gonna get from McMahon. You know, he's not gonna make up for that.
So does that mean that if Jazz is not going to start, you're going to put Caballero at second?
Yeah.
And Rosario at third?
Or Rosario.
Or Rosario at second and then Caballero at third? I mean, they're both.
I don't think Caballero has played third.
Cabby at third, Rosario at second.
I think it's the other way around, but.
Yeah. No. But, I mean, they're both utility players. I mean, so that you guys could play anywhere in the infield.
I don't think both of them will start. Cabby and Rosario. I don't think so. I think it's
Rosario for sure is going to start. Cabby
has to start.
I'm not seeing it, man.
Yeah, me neither. But it's if I see a lineup without Jazz and Ben Rice, then at that point, I mean, I hope it works, right? What do I know, right? I'm some guy in his house. But it better work, Boone, because you're gonna get a lot of blowback if it doesn't work. You know, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and Jake is saying here that he hinted that McMahon was going to play third because he said he wanted his best defense out there. So then Rosario plays second. I mean,
well, then he doesn't play at all.
He's going to have 5 lefties against Crochet, which doesn't make any sense.
He said that too. He said that he not necessarily going to go heavy righty versus a lefty pitcher. He did say that too. So he is kind of hinting there, but I wouldn't be surprised if they play some mind games just to throw off Alex Cora a little bit.
Yeah,
his game plan. I don't see how you don't find a way to get Amer Rosario some at bats. I really versus Garrett Crochet. I just don't see how you. He's the reason why we beat him last time. The reason why we won last time, we hit that home run. He had like 2 big hits off of him. He was the reason why we won that game versus him. And he's not that terrible on defense like everybody makes him out to see. He's no McMahon, right?
No, he's not a McMahon, but he's also not he's not like the worst of the worst.
You just need routine. Make the routine play.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see. I mean, I know Boone may have hinted at some things, but he could just be it could just be smoke for all we know. It's not like he's gonna it's not like he's gonna let the game plan be known, right? Let the lineup be known. He's not gonna give all his secrets away. Not yet. We'll find out what the lineup is tomorrow. Then we can determine whether or not the lineup was good or not. But who's going to get left off the roster though? I mean, that's the big question, man. I'm genuinely, I think so. I think Luis Hill is probably going to be left off. So because they said Brent Hedrick had a locker. So
okay.
I think there was a tweet about that on
good choice.
X. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to. If we seen him in the game, we something's not right.
He hasn't even pitched in the majors in 2-3 weeks.
unless we're winning by a whole bunch of runs, that's the only time I want to see him in the game.
Yeah, but I don't know. So I'm thinking Luis Hill's probably left off, and I mean, who else? Who else can you think of?
Well, I mean, let's start with the offense. You got pretty much your 9 or your 8, and then if what we're saying about the lineup, then you got Ben Rice on the bench, you got Dominguez, you got Caballero, and Slater. Is Slater?
Yeah,
Slater might be the odd man out.
Well, I mean, you carry 4 bench guys, right?
I think they're gonna go short pitching though. I think they might, instead of 13 pitches, they might go with 11, or 12, and then that leaves you room to keep Slater. I could see a role for Slater, right? But nothing more than a pinch hit versus, because you don't want a lefty matchup or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe defense. Like if they have to put in Dominguez out there to pinch run or pinch hit, but they don't want him to take the field, then you bring Slater out there, something like that,
So you think they're going?
I forgot McMahon, so that would be the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you think they'll go short on pitching there, Custodio?
I think so, because you already don't need Luis Hill, but like you said, Hedrick got a locker there.
They only need 3 starters. That's all they need, really.
Yeah, I don't see a real role for Will Warren. Maybe where do you fit him in the equation?
I mean, bullpen is going to be his best case scenario if he's on this roster.
Is he better than Mark Leiter Jr.? I mean, that's
I don't know.
I'll think about Mark Leiter Jr.
Paul Blackburn.
Has he ever even came out of the bullpen?
Blackburn or Warren?
No, Warren.
I don't believe so. Nuh-uh.
I don't know. I like Paul Blackburn. Paul Blackburn is not terrible. He's actually
good.
He actually looked really good in his last few outings. I gotta give it up. Yeah.
He might make a case for being on the roster.
Yeah. I mean, it's been talked about by some folks about maybe Will Warren coming out of the bullpen. I mean, that's a possibility because, I don't know.
But for, I mean, I guess I don't know. Then Ryan Yarbrough too. We haven't seen him in a very long time. Like, where does he fit in the equation?
I think you need at least one long man.
Well, you're gonna have Yarbrough in there. Yarbrough is going to be on that roster.
Yeah.
I can't see a situation where he's not on this wild card roster. He's got to be in there, just in case if something bad happens. Then you can rely on him to try and go 3 or 4 innings.
Yeah, I think it's more. I think there's enough room for everybody, especially to carry Slater and Dominguez. I think the position players are fine.
Mm-hmm.
There might be like, obviously Luis Hill might not be on the roster, which is crazy because he has good numbers versus the Red Sox. But
but he just pitched.
He just pitched. It would have to be on short notice. On short rest.
Game 3, which is what? Is there a game off or a day off?
No,
or is it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday?
3 straights. So it'll be a 4th day rest.
Thursday. Yeah.
Do they want to risk that, especially with him? Right?
No.
Yeah, I don't think you want to risk that with him.
Because don't forget, if say you do move on, you got Luis Hill for the next round. You got to have a fresh guy for the ALDS, right?
Yep.
Or CS, whatever it is.
It'll be ALDS, which will be the next stage. Yeah, the Division Series, American League Division Series. But is there you guys? I mean, realistically, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is on the roster. I'm going to be honest, but do you guys think Mark Leiter Jr. could be left off?
I think he should be left off.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
But Boone and the feelings and the whole, upset people and cupcakes. So I wouldn't put it past him to keep him on the roster. He has been awful. Every time I see him, it's just he's awful.
I really want to.
He just gives up. Yeah, you want cupcakes, brownies, or you want cheesecake? I got to get some cheesecake.
Yeah.
No, but he's been awful every time I've seen him. I mean, I don't know what it is. He was our clutch pitcher last year in the postseason.
Yeah, but remember, he was not on the division series roster.
Yeah,
He came in versus the Guardians in the ALCS.
fresh. Yeah.
And he came in. I forgot what it was. Somebody went down. He had to come in. I forgot what it was. But he wasn't even originally on the ALCS roster.
Was
They
it
had to
Cousins
fly
or
him in.
somebody got hurt, right? Cousins or
Something. I can't remember what it was.
Ian Hamilton or somebody.
That goes to show you. But he did pitch well after that. But I could see him not being on the roster. You know, I wouldn't. But if he wasn't on the roster, I wouldn't be like, "What are we doing?" I'd be like, "Okay, you know, like I guess all right, he's our man out."
Yeah, because like, look, I'm looking at some of the bullpen arms right now, right? Like, I'll just read off the names. So, you know, Williams, Cruz, Weaver, Yarbrough, Leiter, Hedrick, right? Who else is in there? Duvall, Blackburn. I mean, am I missing anybody? Bednar, right? He's another one.
So how many is on the roster right now? 28?
Yeah.
And that's including Hedrick is now on the roster with the 28?
I don't think it's official. I don't think they.
No, he's not on the roster. They just said that he had a locker. You know?
So
it could mean anything because a lot of times they bring everybody along. Like, you know, last year, there was a bunch of people that weren't on the roster, but they were in the dugout, you know. The same thing. I'm pretty sure Cole got a locker room still.
Yeah.
He's not on the roster. So.
Yeah, but I was about to bring this up too, and I'm glad Acevedo did. The taxi squad. Because they had JC Escara at one like just recently.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think the Yankees are going to carry 3 catchers, but I mean, he was there. But
do the Red Sox have a lot of left-handed hitters? I mean, would there be a reason for us to bring in 3 lefties?
You got Duran. I don't know if what's going on with Roman Anthony, but if he's there, he's a lefty. He's out for sure for the rest of the season.
I don't. Yeah, because bro, like I know they said 6 to 8 weeks with his oblique, but
I know they were trying to rush him back for the playoffs, but
I don't think he's going to make it to this.
Yeah, oblique injuries take a little while, so you know, I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be wise for them to rush him back, but then again, I mean, you know, I don't know how the Red Sox like to deal with their injuries for as far as the players go, but yeah, Roman is out as of right now. I mean, I don't think he'll be on the roster.
So we would just have to say we have 28 right now with what we have. We just have to take 2 off, right? 26 for the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
so it would Steele and either Leiter or Blackburn, and then you got it. And then if they want to bring Hedrick, then you got to maybe Slater, maybe I don't know. Depends on how many pitchers they want to carry.
So check this out. The starters in this round should be Fried, Rodon, Schlittler, that's what it's going to be for the starters in this series. And he's saying the pen should be Bednar, Weaver, Williams, Cruz, Duvall, Yarbrough, Warren, Hill. But Hill's not. I don't know if Hill's going to be on there though. I mean, we don't know at this very moment. We don't know. I mean, that does leave.
Where's Tim Hill at? We got Tim Hill.
You got it. Tim Hill has to be on there.
Tim Hill's got to be on there. Tim Hill's 100%. He's got to be on there.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking, like, that maybe does Mark Leiter Jr. get left off the roster? You know, that's
I think I'll leave Will Warren off.
Leave Will Warren.
I don't see a role for him really. I don't see he's not gonna pitch long relief. That's what we have. I'd rather have Ryan Yarbrough coming in if we need some long relief. And I'll be honest, and I don't trust him in a big game. I don't trust him, especially coming out the bullpen, something he hasn't done all year.
Yeah.
He already gets rattled in the big situations, it seems like. And that's not a knock against him. Warren, he's a good pitcher. I think he's gonna be good, but this year, every big game that he's had a chance, he's really he let it get out of hand. So
I don't trust him in the postseason.
No.
Mm-hmm. So him and Hill might be left off, and then that way you get they save a spot for Hedrick.
Luis Hill, right?
Right.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah,
Hill, not Hill.
Hill.
Yeah. He can't pitch. He can't pitch because he's just pitched. So it's not enough rest for him. So. But I would love. I mean, if he hadn't pitched, I would love him on this roster. I'd coming out of the bullpen, first guy, 6th inning. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he pitched Saturday, so I'd be.
Yeah, he won't. He has no role.
Yeah, he will have to pitch. The only time he could pitch probably would be Game 3, and at that point, it's like,
Yeah, why do you want to lose a roster spot if you're just saving the Game 3? Like, you don't want to play the series like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to Game 3. No, I want this done 1-2. Let's go. I don't know Game 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know who needs to be left off, NFE?
Who's that?
Giancarlo Stanton. Now just because he's blocking other players.
Yeah,
yeah. You know the joke about that, right, TC?
I'm just joking.
Was that LI saying he's blocking people?
Yeah, that he's blocking. Apparently, he's blocking Ben Rice, and I'm like,
oh jeez.
I didn't know Stanton played first base and catcher. That's news to me.
Ben Rice he's gonna be on this team.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the team.
Not blocked.
Yeah, no, he's not.
He's played enough games. Look at the season he put up. I mean, the numbers he's put up for his limited time. Ben Rice.
Ben Rice.
This guy, he ain't going nowhere.
No. It was a joke. For some reason, LI has this fascination that Giancarlo Stanton needs to get traded.
No,
because he doesn't make sense on the team. I was like, okay, whatever you say there. So that was.
Not after what Stanton's done in the second half.
Dude, Stanton, check this out. I mean, 270. He ended the season with a 273 batting average, 24 homers. He had 66 RBIs. Can you imagine if he had a full season?
Yeah, I think Yes put that out. I think he would have had 40-something, 48 home runs, 105 RBIs, something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, he was on pace to have a great season.
Yeah, he was definitely on pace to have a great. He would have had a great season. He probably would have had close to like 50.
We need him now. This is where we need him right
now.
This is his spot.
Yeah, postseason Stanton
he's got to get Crochet. He's got to get him.
And postseason Stanton is a whole different animal. Like I don't know what it is with him and the postseason, but the dude he is on fire, man. Like the dude goes on a tear in the postseason. But yeah, that's hopefully he continues that this year as well. Let me ask you all this question real quick as we'll start slowly wrapping it up. I know we're a little over an hour, and I appreciate you guys jumping on with me. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate chat's on fire right now. So appreciate you all hanging out with myself, Custodio, TC Steels. We're all hanging out, having a good conversation. Appreciate you gentlemen jumping on with me too. And yeah, make sure you all hit the like button. Let's get those likes up and hit that subscribe button while you're at it, please. But what do you think is the key for this team? Who's the guy, or or overall, what do you think the key is for this team? Let me get TC's thoughts on this.
Key to the series. Key to the series is, for me, this has been me all year.
Sure.
You can't just rely on the home run. If we wait around for the home run, I know we've been hitting a ton lately. That's our demise. Against Crochet, you don't hit too many bombs against him. So we got to find a way to manufacture some runs early against this guy. If we get guys on early, we got to move the runners. It's going to kill us. This is a short series. We can't wait around. I know they don't know how to bunt, but we got to move runners somehow. We got to be hitting and run or sacrifice flies got to come into play. We got to steal. We got to do something. They can't be just base to base, just waiting. Judge is going to hit a home run here. No, he doesn't. Stanton will. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen to wait around. That's the key. The leaving men on base is going to kill us. And especially when I see first and second no outs and we did nothing with that. We see that early, it's going to kill us. So that's the key. I have faith in Fried. I have a faith in our bullpen right now. The defense, they're going to make a couple miscues. It happens. But it's the offense coming through with men on base and moving runners around. That's the key. That's it.
What about you, Custodio?
I think I'm you want like strategy or one specific person.
Whatever you're thinking in your mind, whatever is your.
I'm gonna go with I agree with Cecilia, Aaron Judge. He is the key, man. We go as far as he takes us. He's the MVP to me. I don't even think it's really that close. But besides that, if he's on, and especially him and Giancarlo's on, it's gonna be hard to stop this team. If those two are on, it's gonna be really hard to stop them. So we need the captain to really to put this team on his back, man, and take us to the promised land, please. It's about time we win something.
Yeah, honestly, that was gonna be my answer was Aaron Judge, because unfortunately, and I'm not knocking Aaron Judge. He's making history. He's a one of a kind player, best bat in the game. I know it hasn't been announced yet, but he is the MVP. I don't care what anybody says.
Yep. That's what I say right here.
Yeah. All right. And I'm saying it right now, and it's my eyes will be on him. Honestly, my eyes are going to be on Judge, man, because I'm like that. He's going to be the important factor. He's the X factor. He's going to be the X factor because this is his time now. Like I say that I know it's every year that we say it's his time, but I think this season needs to happen, man, because again, there was so much doubt about this team going into the season. I mean, there wasn't any doubt about Judge, but it was just there was just questions about this team when it came to if whether or not it was just going to be Judge or whatever. We know Judge was going to do his thing, but yeah, he needs to come through in the postseason, man. The man needs to step it up. It was nice to see him step up in the World Series. That was great and all, right? I know the result wasn't great, obviously, but that needs to happen. I think for me, it's number 99, man. Number 99 is going to be the guy that I'm going to be paying attention to. What's up, TC?
No, let me ask you this: do you think they pitched to him?
They're definitely going to pitch to him.
You don't think they're going to walk him?
I don't think so. Maybe in a tight game situation, I could potentially see it. I don't see it happening in like the first 4 or 5 innings. To be honest,
yeah, I think they'll try to pitch him. Just it depends on the situation, like NFP said. But I mean, you got arguably the top 3 pitcher in the game right now. I'm pretty sure they feel confident with that, and the numbers, like even versus Brian Bayo, Judge's numbers aren't really good against the guy.
Right.
So I think they will pitch him.
Yeah.
But still, he needs to set the tone. He needs to, even if they walk him, he can't do nothing about it if they walk him, right? But if they pitch into you, you gotta, come through. He's gonna have some. He's mark my words. He's gonna come up in some key at bats. That's what I think, and that's where he needs to make his money. Even if he goes 1 for 4, but that one was in a big at bat, I'll take it.
Copy.
Yeah.
And real quick, how do you guys feel about the other games around the postseason? Tigers, Guardians, Reds, Dodgers, Padres. What was that? Cubs,
Padres,
right?
Cubs, yeah.
Yeah, Padres, Cubs. How are you guys feeling about those series? Like, what are your guys' thoughts, real quick? Like, what are y'all thinking? Any upsets happening?
So in the American League, let's see, the Tigers and the Guardians, they play each other tough.
Yeah,
I don't know how the Guardians even did it. Honestly, I mean, the Detroit just collapsed, but that's probably going to go 3 games. I mean, Skubal's got to pitch one of them, right? So he'd probably win. I mean, I don't know. I think the Guardians are going to pull that out. It's in Cleveland, right? Can Cleveland get the division?
Cleveland was the division winners. Yeah.
I think Cleveland's going to get their fans are going to go crazy. Detroit's like on a downfall.
Yeah.
So I got the Guardians. Got the Guardians winning again. I don't know how they move on, but
the Guardians hit him. They hit Scooby last year.
Yeah, they did. They
put up like 3 runs against him early.
Yeah.
Scooby didn't have a good postseason. This is
Yeah, he
true.
didn't have a good postseason. So
Yeah, so I think they win that.
I think San Diego's gonna beat the Cubs. I think I
Yeah.
can see San Diego winning that. The Cubs, I don't think they just don't have the pitching. And then I think the biggest upset would be if the Reds was to somehow beat the Dodgers. That would probably top the Mets
Yeah.
collapse, right? That would probably as the biggest upsets, right? It'll top the Mets not making the postseason.
The Reds got nothing to lose. They're going in like no one had them to win anything.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers are, there's a pressure on the Dodgers. They're expected to win the World Series. I mean, all these people over here are saying, "Oh, we're going to win 7 straight." I'm like, "Yeah, get out of here. Get off your, get over it." So the pressure's on the Dodgers, so not on the Reds.
Yeah, the Reds, it was funny because I think I don't know. Because I told myself that I was like, you might want to watch out for the Reds. I don't know if they're necessarily going to make the postseason, but I said they could be a pesky team.
They're scrappy.
They're scrappy because as soon where I said it was when they hired Terry Francona. I'm like, watch out for these guys because they could surprise you. They could surprise you.
You saw they whipped our butts.
Well, that's my point. And when I was doing that whole like end of the month reviews or whatever, I remember I think I did an open panel. I want to say Custodio, you were probably on there along with Ace, because I think Ace asked that question of like who's the team that you would be worried about in the schedule. I was like, watch out for the Reds, and sure enough, they beat the Yankees 2 out of 3. I stood corrected on that one. The Reds though, they got nothing to lose. It's like, but I said, I was like, I'm going to keep my eye out because as soon as they hired Terry Francona, I said, Francona does really good, especially with a lot of the young guys. He has a good relationship with them. So that was the factor for me was when they hired Francona, and I like Terry Francona. I'm a big fan of his. So I wish the Yankees had him, honestly, but.
So if we win against Boston and the Guardians win, we play the Blue Jays, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct. Yeah, they played a Blue Jay. Yankees play the Blue Jays, and then if the Guardians win, they play
Seattle.
They play Seattle. Yeah.
If Detroit wins and we win, then we play Seattle. Because Detroit's the 6th seed.
I think you still play.
No, Detroit's the 6th seed.
Oh, so you're saying
Boston's the 5th seed. 6 would play the top seed. Right?
I see what you're saying. Right? Yeah.
One would play 6.
Yeah. Oh, Cecilia wants to bet Custodio $100. Oh boy.
No, I never said that that the Dodgers were gonna lose. I wouldn't be great. I just said that would be the biggest upset. That would be. That's all I'm saying. That would be a huge upset.
I would love a rematch,
but I don't think that the Reds can actually beat them.
Nobody has them beaten them.
Nobody has them beaten. But if it was to happen, it'd be a huge upset. And whoever has that bet, right? Whoever took that bet is gonna make a killing if the Reds really do win, because the odds got to be crazy.
Oh man, yeah, I can't imagine what. I'm not a betting man or anything like that. I don't gamble or anything, but I can't imagine the amount of money somebody would win if they said that the Reds would beat the Dodgers in the wild card. Like, that would be wild.
Cecilia's trying to hustle me, man, trying to take my money.
I know.
But don't forget, it's only 2 out of 3 you got to win. It's not a long series, so
no, it's 2 out of 3.
You get hot, you win that first game, and the Dodgers get panicked.
That's what worries me.
That's the same right? with us too.
Since the 3-game wild card, right? Only one team has lost after winning game 1, and that was the Brewers last year. We already know Pete Alonso. Oh, for our guy too, Devin Williams. Oh my God, right. Please, knock on wood. But that's the only time out of 12 series so far, whoever wins that first game, 11 out of 12 times wins the series.
Yeah.
So, let me ask you real quick before we
wrap it up. You're good. Go ahead.
At this point right now, I know we're the wild card team, right? Last year we won the division. But how do you guys feel about our chances right now compared to last season? Is it more optimistic that we could go all the way than last year, or not? With the team we have.
I don't know
Go
who
ahead,
wants to go
Cody.
first.
Go ahead.
I'm less optimistic.
Mhm.
You know, I'm less optimistic because the road last year, the road was set. The
It was
path to
easier,
the path to the World Series was paid for us. You know, this year it's not. You know, this year is like, hey, you're gonna have to beat some tough teams and some tough pitching that you don't match up against. You don't match up with who've been, yeah, and I feel better about last year. You know?
Yeah, my optimism last year for them to go to the World Series. I felt really good about them going to the World Series this year or last year. This year, it's a 50-50 for me, man. But the fact of the matter is, though, we got to remember this team ended with the same record as last year, with a bunch of players that were missing, either the whole season or some of the season or most of the season, right? I don't know, this team, they give me their, I mean, and especially down the stretch, the way they ended, they do give me a little bit more hope. But I'll say that I'm like slightly less optimistic because the path is a little tougher, right? I don't want to, I don't want to say that the path last year, okay, it was easier, right? Because considering, but I don't want to say it was easy because honestly, I don't want to say that the Guardians and the Royals were bad teams. They actually had a good team. It's just the Yankees were able to were able to take care of them. Those guys were there for a reason. I mean, the Guardians. Wait, they finished that. I'm trying to think. They finished at the top of the Royals beat the Orioles. I wanted to bring that up because the Royals beat the Orioles. That was an upset. So when they beat the Orioles, I got a little worried because I'm like, well, if they beat the Orioles, I was like, there's a good chance they could upset the Yankees. It's possible. It was possible, but it didn't happen, but they still put up a fight. They were still fighting. And the same thing with the Guardians. They still were giving the Yankees a little bit of a hard time, and they had a great bullpen, right? That bullpen was really good. That was the thing. So because there was a lot of fans that were saying that the Yankees had an easy path last year, but I totally disagree with that. And that's kind of a slap to the other teams, really, because I'm like, those teams got there for a reason. It's not like they got a free ride. They earned that right. But this year, it's definitely a tougher road ahead. So, but the thing is, again, I'm 50-50 on it, man, because it's like they ended with the same record as last year. This was without Juan Soto, they made it. This is what I'm getting at. And this was without Juan Soto. This was without Garrett Cole. And some of the other guys that I mentioned that were missing. So I'm 50-50 on it right now. I really am.
Well, I'm gonna give just my take real quick. For me, it's weird because I have a better feeling about this team just at the end of the season right now. The way they have more talent. I think they're way more talented because it's not just Soto and Judge. I mean, they have talent all up and down the lineup. I think their bullpen is better with having 3-4 closers out there if they can, actually do what they're supposed to do. The bench is better. I mean, they ended the season hot. Last year, they were limping in the playoffs. I mean, they were just kind of, we made it. We're division winners, and they just kind of coasted in. This year, they came in like fired up, like we got something to prove. We had a bad, couple months. I mean, they have the talent. Everybody's hot right now in the lineup. I mean, Ben Rice now, another year. Dominguez, I know he doesn't play, but he's, a year older, got more Volpe. So they've seen how it is in the playoffs. They know what it takes to win. And I don't think that it's harder this year. I think we can beat the Blue Jays easy in a series. They don't scare me. I was watching their last couple games. Their pitching isn't that great. I just don't. They're not scaring me. Seattle, on the other hand, maybe but honestly, I think if we get by Boston, we go to the World Series. That's my opinion.
Can I say the reason why? Look, I agree. This team is better than last year's team, but I'll say this, right. Last year, the road to the World Series was a lot easier
Right.
because and when I say that the road was paved for us to make it to the World Series because we was facing the Royals, who we owned all season, and the Guardians, who
we didn't
owned.
have to face Houston.
Yeah,
That's one,
we didn't have to face any team that we struggled against. But this year we got to face Boston, who we've struggled against at times this season, and then we were gonna have to go through Toronto, which we already know the struggles there. You know, that's why I say this team is better though. Don't get me wrong. This team is undoubtedly better than last year's team, but it's a tougher road to get there.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I think.
It's more of a team. It's more of a team put together. The roster now has come together better than last year. Last year seemed like it was just the 2-3 hitter, Judge and Soto and Judge. That was the whole team, and they carried them all the way. You know, Stanton helped out too, but I mean, this year, you know, we could hit them from all kinds up and down the lineup. With speed, we can win. You know, we can win games different ways. We got better defense. I mean, more guys out of the pen. I mean, those are some hard throwers. We didn't have any hard throw. I kept saying in the offseason, we got to get some hard throwing guys in that bullpen. We got Bednar, we got Duvall, Weaver's still there, Devin Williams throws hard. I mean, we got guys. I mean, honestly, we get by Boston, which is a thorn. I think in the longer series, even if we play the Blue Jays, I think we take them with our pitching, our starting, even without Cole, Fried, Rodon, and Hill. I think, and what's Cam Schiller. I think we do it. I really do.
I think we can too. We got to get through this dude though tomorrow.
This is gonna the toughest game, the 3-game series. Crochet at number 1. I mean, that's a hard test right off the bat.
Yeah, that's why I said 50-50 because it's going to be a tougher road. Last year I felt really good about it, but this year's 50-50 because to Custodio's point, that's why I said it's a tougher road. But one last question, non-baseball related. What's for dinner?
I'm starving, man. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I'm probably gonna.
It won't be a raw steak. I know that much.
Oh no, that is disgusting.
No, I can't have raw steak. I don't know what we're having. I have to ask my wife what's for dinner.
Oh yeah, you should. She's probably right there watching.
She is. She's working across from me. We both work from home, so she's.
And then ask her what's for dinner.
Yeah,
you know, go ahead.
I don't know.
Okay. What about you, NFE?
I don't know yet, but
no comment. I have to go get dinner.
It's medium rare, so but not a raw steak. Don't worry about that, Custodio. It's medium rare.
That's good, man.
The Liver King over there.
Eat you healthy, man. You don't want to be eating no raw steaks, man. It's not good for you.
Tell me. Yeah, trust me. I value my health more than you know, so that's really important to me. But looks like Stephen B is going pizza, no kitchen, so no good food. Oh, you poor guy. All right.
No kitchen.
He's working on his kitchen, I guess.
Remodel, huh?
Yeah.
You got to get a hot pot, man. Get yourself a hot pot or something.
Yeah. Chuck steak.
I thought he said Chuck E. Cheese. That sounds like fun. That's one way to do it, right? I guess.
Man. You know, sometimes you need to be a kid. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, they have the grown-up Chuck E. Cheese now. Do you see that?
Wait, what?
It's for adults. Yeah, it's just called Chuck's. Yeah, it's just called Chuck's Pizza or Chuck's something.
Is it still the rat?
Yeah, but it's they're opening them up. I know there's a couple here in California. They have like some of the older games and they have bars and it's like an old arcade, but it's not like I don't even know if they serve pizza.
Oh, dude, I can imagine the amount of people that are going to get drunk there.
Yeah,
I know.
It's not with kids. It's not for kids. It's like a Dave and Buster's, you know, like you guys have that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, Dave and Buster's, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Chuck E. Cheese for adults. Who would have ever thought, man? That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what other adult stuff they're going to have. I don't want to go check it out.
Well, I know Sunil's not in the chat, but
he'd be there, huh, Sunil?
Oh, he'd probably be there as long as there's
dressed up as the Chuck E. Cheese guy with the rat. Yeah.
Sunil looks like Squid. Oh, what's the guy from SpongeBob SquarePants?
Squidward?
Yeah, with the big ball head.
Oh, you guys are mean.
The Squidward, man. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Snell. I'm just playing.
Nah, Cecilia's craving Thai food. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, Thai food. Thai food's good. But yeah.
Are you calling the playoff games?
I'm planning on it. So what I'm trying to do something a little different. So I might actually mesh the pregame and the play-by-play together.
Okay.
So what I might end up doing is I might end up going live an hour before the game and just do the pregame and then just let it go live.
Oh, wow.
So it might just end up being a long
5-hour stream,
4 or 5 hour stream. You know what, I want to kind of mix it up a little bit, just kind of change things around. So you know, I might do that. I think it'll be cool just because you know it's the wild card, it's the postseason. You know, might as well just go live and just try to get a crowd going and get kind of get folks excited. So that's what I have planned in my brain. So we'll see how this works out. But that's what I got. But
Jason, you still doing the post game?
Yeah, I am at some point after the game. I don't know. It depends. I might punch a hole through the wall tomorrow. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Bad mood.
Yeah,
it's going to be a blank screen.
I might punch a hole right through this wall here. Like anything can happen in the postseason.
Hole in the screen.
Anything can happen in the postseason. I'll be honest. I'm probably too emotionally invested in this team more than I should be. But hey, what are you gonna do, right?
I know. Hey, it's been a roller coaster all year. So what else is new?
Yeah. I what do you call it? I mentally prepare myself every year. When for this stuff to for Yankees to be to have bad games or have a potentially a bad it may be a bad season, right? That's possible. Or they might be eliminated from the playoffs. I prepare myself for these moments. I really do, because I'm just like, all right, if it happens, I'll be upset about it. I'll wake up the next day and I'll just get over it and be like, all right. Yankees are done.
Can't let it ruin your day.
No, I don't let it ruin my life, bro. I don't let it ruin my life. Like, I like this team. I love this team. It's great. They're I've been a fan since I was a kid. But like, bro, I'm not gonna lose sleep, and I'm not gonna like,
crash out.
No, I'm not gonna crash out, man. And there's bigger things in life that we gotta worry about, man. There's just stuff like if we're being serious, like there's just because at the end of the day, bro, I don't know about I'll speak for myself. I'm a fan of the team, but they don't pay my bills. I still gotta go out, work. And make money and pay my bills, bro. If they were paying my bills, then hey, it would be a different story. If I was working for the organization, it would be a different story.
I'll take a piece of that. Why not?
Yeah, for sure. If I was in Brian Cashman or Hal's position, then or one of the guys in the front office, then okay, fine. Then it would be a different story. But I'm a fan, bro, and I love doing what I do, but it's just I don't get to that level of like, I'm gonna cry myself to sleep now, this, that, and the third. So that's my take on it.
Right.
You guys can. No,
I'm with you. I'm right there with you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Cool. No.
Same studio, or you just punch holes?
No, I'm not a punch holes in the walls. My wife won't let me do. I'm scared of her. I'm more scared of her than Garrett Crochet tomorrow.
You get the chocolate.
It's a good answer.
No, I'm not gonna do that. But mentally, I want to. Sometimes, I'm the same way. Like, I'm not gonna. It is what it is. But I do get upset, right? And I do feel down if if we get eliminated. I'm devastated. Then I got to come back here and go online and then have all the trolls. What people don't understand too, NP and TC, you probably know this too. When the Yankees lose. That's when the views go up. That's when the views shoot
100%. Yeah,
so it's good. It's actually good for us. When the Yankees lose, we get the ratings go through the roof. When they're doing good, not so much, right?
Yeah, no, I had a call. I actually had to call someone out one time. I won't mention their name, but like out of respect to them. But I was just like, what is this? You only show up when the Yankees lose or what? You know, and they ain't say nothing, but it's the truth. But nah, man. It's true though. But you know, one thing is for sure. There's one fact. You know, the team that's not going to win in the postseason, the Mets. So there.
Facts.
Oh wait, they're not in it. But they got Juan Soto, so it's okay. They can have.
Yeah, they're good. They celebrated. They celebrated early.
Yeah, man. If you know a Met fan, go check on them. Make sure they're okay.
Yeah,
health and welfare.
Health and welfare check. Yeah, you got to stop by.
Oh,
if you don't see any lights on, go check it out.
Yeah, freaking what do they call that? A wellness check or
wellness check. There you go.
Yeah, wellness check. There was something else where you call a non-emergency number to see if they are they're okay.
Yeah.
I forget the term for it, but anyway.
I know. Yeah, you gotta go check on your little brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, go check on. Yeah.
Some broken big screens in the front yard. Then
ripping up Juan Soto, lighting him on fire like when the Cavaliers players lit up LeBron James jersey when he signed with Miami. Oh man, but anyway, guys, appreciate you gentlemen jumping on. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, taking the time out to talk, you know, Yankee baseball and just baseball in general, and just having some good laughs. But yeah, man, it's gonna be exciting because it's like these two teams have a history. The rivalry goes way back. I would love for this rivalry to get back to where it was like 20 some years ago. During the, like 03, 02, like those years, man, because those years were awesome. And we got a special guest joining us, and that is Custodio's puppy.
No, she was crying at the door the whole time, scratching.
Oh, poor.
Is she a Shih Tzu? Is that a Shih Tzu?
Yeah. You're all right. All right, we almost done.
I got my guy here. Let me see. Come here.
Oh yeah, get your
little Buster. He's a Shih Tzu.
I'm training her to be a killer, so watch out.
Oh. Ooh.
Right, Roxy? No, it's fine. Yeah, sorry about that, man. I felt bad. I hear her crying back there.
We got some pets. We got some guests.
Pet time. There it is.
Oh yeah, look, Roxy.
Look, he doesn't look at this. Only if she barks, he'll look at the screen. Like he looks at the TV when he hears dogs.
There you go.
He gets scared when I watch any sports. Like he doesn't like me watching like football or baseball. It's like either he hears the crowd or he gets all nervous. He takes off.
Yeah, Watcher's joining us from Twitch. He says barbecue nachos with pulled chicken. And was that a chicken?
Or pork, maybe?
Pork, yeah. Oh, no, it looks like a chicken, though.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And
the right emoji.
Even B says that Custodio, he likes medium rare steaks. Oh, boy.
Medium rare. I take meat. I just don't like rare. I don't know.
I take medium.
I go medium rare.
Medium.
Yeah.
I'm a medium rare guy.
I go medium well. That's the difference. That's what I'm saying. We're not that far apart. I don't understand.
Yeah, I like a little red. I don't like it all red, but I like a little bit of red in there.
Yeah, listen. If I ever went to your house, Custodio, and you served me a steak, I'm not going to complain. How about that?
Well, if I ever make a steak for you, I'm cooking it super well done.
Crispy.
You're feeding me, bro. You're giving me some good. You're still giving me steak, so I'll take it.
Crisp.
And yeah, if you give it to me burnt, then we're gonna have a problem. Yeah. And snap! Shout out to my man Rodney, bro. We're about to end it right here. But I appreciate you jumping on, man. We've been live for an hour and almost like 40 minutes. Holy shit! So
time flies.
We've been rocking out, man. But shout out to Rodney. Shout out to everybody in the chat, though. You guys and gals.
A lot of loyalty, man. A lot of loyalty here.
And you know, I know a lot of these guys and gals, right? I know they're subscribed to Custodio's channel. So
if you're not, get in there because it's fun. Yeah. He does a lot of interactions, trivia, and he's got like all kinds of emojis he puts on his face. Masks.
Yeah, you gotta tell me how you do that, man.
He's a master.
Cool, dude. Yeah, that is pretty cool. What you do with the shooting the hearts from the gun, and then they can change the face when they type a command in and the freaking trivia.
You could put stats in. You put a player's name, and the stats come up. That's great too.
Yeah, that is pretty.
Yeah.
Cool. That is
that one I made myself. The other stuff, all the graphics and stuff, that's you can do it. It's a stream fog. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Stream
And it's
fog?
free. Stream fog. I use that and
Okay.
something else to work together, but that's how you do it.
Okay.
But the stats thing that's something that I built myself. I
That's
created that
amazing.
myself.
You're a coder, huh? Do you code for computers?
Yeah. And I'm decent, but I'm not that good. But with the help of AI, me and AI
I know.
together,
Yeah.
we can.
Thank
It's
God for that.
unlimited.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, man, because you're like that's what makes your channel unique. Like that, it's pretty cool. Like that stuff, because I haven't seen any other channel really do that. Like I'm sure maybe there are other channels that do it. I have no idea. But
There's other channels that do certain things, but the thing with the stats, I think that's one of
I have
one.
never seen that. Yeah,
In any sport, I think it's one of one. I'm sure somebody's they'll figure it out though and do it better than I did. But yeah.
CeeLo, there you go, dude. That's Custodio's channel.
Subscribe, and be in there.
Yeah, that's Custodio.
We're all here. All of us here are usually in there too. I see a lot of same faces.
Yeah. No, we got a good group, man. I mean, I love this group. I'm glad I met you guys and got to know you guys over the last.
All right, CeeLo, I don't have a channel. I don't do any podcasts anymore. That my days are over with Hector. That's Grace. Grace is doing well. That's it for me. I'm not I just love being on these guys' shows and in the chat. I don't have time for all.
Yeah, I miss seeing you in there though, man. I really do.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But I like popping in on everybody's channel and being a guest. It's awesome. We've made a lot of friends. I mean, honestly, with just being on Hector's show, I've met a lot of people, and someday I'll meet you guys. So hopefully.
Yeah, that would be pretty dope if we all linked up one day, went to a game or something like that. That would be pretty dope. Yeah, because I know you live in Cali. I know Custodio, you're in Texas. Like what? You're in San Antonio?
Yeah, San Antonio right now. Yep.
So how far are you from I know you're pretty far from Houston, right?
It's like 3 hours away driving.
Okay, San Antonio, yeah. I got family. I told him I had family in San Antonio, or what's it, Bernie, Texas. Yeah,
Bernie. That's just north of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how? What about from like Dallas, Fort Worth area? Are you like?
Oh, that's a little far. That's like a good 4 hours.
Okay, just trying to get an idea, bro. That's all. But CeeLo said he has subscribed to you, so thanks a lot, CeeLo.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Nice.
Are you going live later, Jason?
I plan on it. Okay. I gotta feed my kids though real quick. And get ready for 10. But it'll probably be a little later. I don't know what time yet, but I do want to go on for a little bit.
Cool. All right. Awesome. All right. Let's shut this sucker down. But I appreciate you all coming on and hanging out with us. Thank you all very, very much. Thank you to TC. Thank you to Jason for jumping on with me, taking the time out. It means a lot to me when you guys are able to jump on. And I had a lot of fun talking with you guys. It's always a great conversation. So, and we'll see, man. This is it. This is it. This is a big series. I'm excited and I'm nervous. It's like the nerves are kicking in, bro. The nerves are kicking in. But let's see what happens. But let's close this out. But thank you to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit the like button, hit that subscribe. And if you're not subscribed to Custodio's channel, I don't know what you're doing. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel too. He does a really good job. And thank you all very much. Let's go Yankees. Let's go out. Let's hope they go out there, kick some butt, and see what happens. Yeah, Yankees. I got the cap. I got my water cup. He's got
Thor hammer.
He's gonna start smashing people now, smashing walls.
Look out.
Yeah, better watch out. But thank you all, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow. All right, keep your notifications on. And thank you all very much. Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. And let's go Yankees. We out.